It never ceases to amaze me how we continue to get reminded of the fact that Michael Bidwell just doesn't get it. Let's discuss.
You are Locked On Cardinals, your daily Arizona Cardinals podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Cardinals, Alex Clancy here. Thanks for making Locked On Cardinals your first listen, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, now the #1 sports podcast platform. Show number 2 for the day. If you haven't noticed the trend here, it's going to be a full show in the morning, half a show in the evening. Again, I said this on this morning show. If you can drop what your favorite time is to watch in the morning or at night, I'm going to target 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. That's what I'm looking at. And I may have some weekend stuff in the works. So you're going to get a whole bunch more of my big dumb face, whether you like it or not. Michael Bidwell doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. On what was supposed to be a very exciting day yesterday, breaking ground on the massive new practice facility that would dwarf the current practice facility in pretty much every measure. Michael Bidwell had to do Michael Bidwell things. So for those that, didn't watch yesterday, first check it out. But those that didn't watch yesterday, 250,000 square feet up from 150,000 square feet on 30 acres, up from 14 acres to cost $136 million. And everything's going to be new. New fields, new inside dome with turf, all the new, workout facilities, everything like that, eating halls, everything's going to be new. They're moving from the Warner location up into the northern part of Scottsdale. And that's great and good for Michael Bidwell for doing that finally. Who knows if it was just because he was embarrassed for the third time in 3 years with the report cards, and then 2 days later from the most recent one said, hey, we're going to break ground. And then he looks around and be like, hey, guys, we got to get this going. We got to get this going or I'm going to lose my ass. I mean, not really, but, he prints no matter what. But then, okay, I always try to give every person the benefit of the doubt. And then I feel like a big dumb idiot when Michael Bidwell is quoted as saying during this, the breaking ground of this new facility, he said, quote, for us, this project is a generational Arizona first investment anchored by a world-class performance center and team headquarters. At its core is a focus of helping our players reach their full potential and maximizing team performance, end quote. Fantastic. Great. Shut up. But then he continues to say, quote, but it will also undoubtedly strengthen the state's economy and create an iconic new landmark in Phoenix. Shut up. Stop talking when you know what you're about to say has nothing to do with the actual in between the lines or prepping to be in between the lines for a football team, and then you waver towards politics. I know there's politics involved in football. I know that all owners are always looking for new ways to make more money than they're already making. And Michael Bidwell even more so because he doesn't make as much money as any of the other owners pretty much, even though, the net worth starts with a B. Start with it. It's going to be great for the players. It's going to be great for the product. Stop. Say nothing else. Why does this have to be a selfish angle for things outside of football? Of course, it's going to be a new thing for people to go check out. Nobody's going to be able to walk around and play football in the facility. Like, what are we doing here? It's not like it's going to be a bunch of, rides and sandcastles and stuff and sandboxes for kids to go play in on the weekends when the Cardinals aren't using it. It's like, what are you talking about? It's going to help the economy? Who cares? Quite literally, who cares? I know the economy is important. This isn't macroeconomics. Not one person sitting there, whether it be a reporter, a player, somebody digging it, anything like that, gives a rip about what this is going to do for the economy. What are you running for president? It's not just those two sentences on the back end of what started as a very great and poignant way to kick things off. It's just another reminder that he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand that the marathon started 23 miles ago and the Arizona Cardinals are just taking their first steps. He doesn't get it. And of all people, why wouldn't he be the one to get it? I don't get it. I'm not going to say get it again. And I don't think I'm making too big of a deal out of this. I know I talked about this a little bit yesterday. I talked about this before where he has a disappearing act that when things go bad. But this is what happens when he's in front of a microphone. He can't do anything to help himself, which would in turn help everybody else. But wait, there's more. You didn't think you were going to get a Scream reference on a Friday afternoon, did you? Talk about that next. This episode of Locked On Cardinals is brought to you by FanDuel. Ever wanted an experience like the NBA Finals in person, live? FanDuel is giving you the chance to turn that dream into reality with their NBA sweepstakes. Here's how it works. Use the profit boost on any NFL or on any NBA future. Sorry, a lot of NFL over the last several months, and you'll automatically be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. That's right. Flights, tickets, the whole experience, the whole shebang. If you're already looking at the board and thinking about which team can make a deep run, this is the perfect time to lock in. I love futures this time of year. MVP, coach of the year, who's going to win the entire thing. It is so wide open this year. Take your shot. So now not only can you pick a future and win cash, but it can also send you to the finals. Visit FanDuel.com to get started. Use the profit boost on an NBA future and get entered for your chance to win a trip to the NBA Finals. Play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Today's episode of Locked On Cardinals is also brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Welcome to the 5 Hour Energy Flavor Draft with 18 different flavors to choose from, including new options like Confetti Craze, Fruity Rainbow, or Cotton Candy. There's always something for everyone. The board is set. The flavors are ready. And I've got my number one pick for the 5 Hour Energy Flavor Draft. So there's a couple different ones, like the ones that were mentioned, Confetti Craze, Fruity Rainbow, Cotton Candy. If you want to go more, quote, traditional, watermelon is my favorite. It always quenches your thirst. It always gives you that cool, crisp, and caffeinated taste without it being overly sweet. There's even strawberry watermelon, which I haven't tried yet, but I will. Tropical Burst, peach mango. But again, for me, Confetti Craze, that's the one. It's not super sweet. It's like funfetti cake, man. In a little shot that'll give you energy. What more could you ask for? Find your favorite new flavor of 5 Hour Energy shots available online at 5 Hour Energy or Amazon. Please go to the YouTube channel, search Locked On Arizona Cardinals. Join the Everydayers Club, man. Add free audio content, members only Discord. Come on, water's warm. Michael Bidwell just doesn't get it. So not only was the second part of that quote just out of touch, and it seems very benign. So yeah, he's just saying it's going to help the economy, man. Why are you freaking out? It's the body of work. We don't see him. Then when we see him, there's always some other gain outside of football. Always. For him. Not everybody else. Then a reporter very astutely asked him, I believe it was Teo Mackey from AZ Central, just a bulldog. He's new and upcoming in the space, and he is up and coming very quickly. He does great work over there. He asked Michael Bidwell if he ever thought about implementing a team president and just a scrum at the end of the polished speak. Katie Gallego speaks, not Katie Gallego. What is wrong with me? Yeah, Katie Gallego speaks. Michael Bidwell speaks, and then now there's a scrum, reporters around, microphone in face. Have you ever thought about doing a team president? He goes, team president. I am the team president. I am the team president. Next question. Okay, this one doesn't make more sense. That's not what I was going to say. This one is actually football related. And this is probably why he doesn't go talk to people, because he's terrible at it. And because he always says the wrong things. And it's not because he says the wrong things that he's not prepared. He's prepared. He's buttoned up. He just doesn't get it. With an organization, and this is just factual. The most losing organization in the history of the sport. I know they've been around since the 1700s, so they played a lot more games. Doesn't matter. Most losing franchise in the history of the sport. One of the most dysfunctional organizations in all of professional sports. Maybe switch it up. Maybe actually hire a football person to run the team. Maybe. To be the team president. Maybe do that. But to have that look like, what are you talking about, you idiot? He didn't say that. He had that look. He didn't say that, okay? But he had that look like, what are you talking about? I'm the team president. I'm the team president. Next question. It's like, do you understand why somebody's asking you that question? It's not like Michael Bidwell's 80 years old and it's like, hey, man, you want to maybe leave I know you've won a bunch. You know, look at all the Super Bowl rings. Like, don't you want to maybe hand it over to a team president where you can just sit in your ivory tower and enjoy the fruits of all of your labor and all, you guys have won so much. It's like, no, it's like your team loses so much more significantly than they win. Dummy, hire a team president. Great. It was a great question. It's like, I'm the team president. It's like, he's like, no, this is my stuffed animal. Nobody gets to play with it. Mine. Well, that has lice and there are worms crawling out of it. And it's giving you a rash right now. I don't care. It's mine. I'm not going to wash it. I'm not going to do anything. It's mine. It's like a petulant child. He just doesn't get it. And every time you try to get excited about this team and you start to see positive things in motion, he has to make it about him. Like a child. Locked On Cardinals, your team every day. Remember, without you, there is no me. I'll talk to you on Monday.